We are seeing battle rappers take their own career in their own hands. We gotta talk about T-Top. I don't know if y'all know what's going on with T-Top.
Look at his card. He got Twerk versus Rex.
Early candidate for possibly League of the Year.
Some people say we having the card of the year, and we only in the first quarter. So where do we go from here?
Shouts out to all you kings and queens.
What's your thoughts on Black History Month?
I think that we are all, yes, that too.
What?
I think that the term is negus, and many people don't know that they stem from the Moors, and we have to remember more so that we can remember we're royalty.
Okay. We got a friend named Niggas.
No, niggas taught us that, yeah.
Yeah, but I said we already learned that. Tell us something else.
Okay, can you tell me an MMA Black History fact?
Anderson Silva is the greatest of all time.
Facts, nigga.
One that's not saying I disagree, right? But just something more that can be opinionated.
Like, who the first African American MMA fighter?
UFC or just MMA? Because UFC, I think it was
Both,
I mean, you would have to
actually.
say, you could
I
look
like
at
UFC.
Pride, and if you looked at Pride, I mean, if you're talking the greats, you could say Kevin Randleman was a great, and he was one of the first to stand out. Rest in peace, the monster.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Actually, I do want to know who was the first.
Who's the first Black MMA fighter?
Yeah.
There's a man named Zane Frazier who was one of the first Black men in the UFC. He was at UFC 1.
She knows
I
her
ain't gonna
shit.
lie, they was making all the Mandingo people just fight each other for the master.
Man.
Those was the first ones, man.
Zane was cool. He was a kickboxer. I think he's still alive, to be honest.
They say Zane Frazier. Oh, it's UFC, but Art Jimerson, Patrick Smith, and Trent Jenkins at UFC 1.
But there's lots of kickboxing and that type of stuff. Even the Thai versions. Obviously, King Bao would know more than me, but there's lots of Black fighters, especially ones from like Suriname and Holland. Is very popular there.
Yep, Ernesto Hoost is one of the greatest of all time. He's actually my favorite fighter of all time. If you don't know who Ernesto Hoost is, definitely go back and do your research if you like fighting. Ernesto is one of the greatest kickboxers of all time.
Yo, King Bao, you the first MMA fighter to battle rap?
That's the Black historian fact.
Yeah, maybe. I'm pretty sure I am. I don't know. I mean, a lot of these battle rappers, they almost fight. Shout out Tay Rock. I know a lot of these guys almost fight, but yeah.
What the fuck?
He is the GOAT, though.
You think Tay Rock is the GOAT over someone like Daylyt or even, Rum or Loaded?
I knew you was going to say
yeah, because you battled him. That's why you said Daylyt first.
I'm just
No,
like, I mean, so like, what are we going off of?
Consistency,
If you're going off of
tenure, longevity, millions of views.
Moment.
Got all of those in common.
No, but he has Tay Rock has a volume of them that Daylyt doesn't.
Yeah, Light doesn't have the consistency nor tenure, I don't think.
Okay, all right. I'll give you that.
He definitely has longevity
Nah, he
for
do.
him not to battle that much.
I'll give you that. My point is, if we're looking at battle rap as a whole, Tay Rock has never really crossed over and done anything else. So if we're talking battle rap, yeah, you could say Tay Rock
He's a
is
wrestler now.
obviously-
You ain't know?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, I obviously follow battle rap still. However, what I'm saying is if you look at battle rap and we look at like the greatest, or when we start throwing that around, Loaded Lux to me, or Daylyt, or Rum Nitty, like these people have dope music. You know, Daylyt just won or was award. He was up for an award,
He
right?
was yeah, he was mentioned in the Grammys too.
Yeah.
So like I'm looking at it from the standpoint of like battle rap is cool, but outside of that, like are what else are you doing? Because this is a what have you done for me lately world, right? So he can battle all he wants, but when he's battled everybody, then what?
I mean, he is in contention for Cody this year. You
Okay, and
familiar with
that's what,
Cody?
10 grand?
You moving the goalposts because we wasn't even talking about the award. We was just talking about the accolade.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely understand what you're saying. But again, how you view greatness to me matters, right? Like I'm grateful that he has further elevated the culture. He's, brought consistency, like you guys are saying. However, I look at greatness differently, and I think that that matters how you look at it, right? So if we're talking consistency, if we're talking, moments, he has all of those things. He's beat some of the best. But, you know, if I were to put him up against like even Sue Surf at his peak, I think Sue Surf washes him. Now, has Sue Surf been as consistently?
Mm.
Has he been as consistent? Fuck no. But nobody can deny when Sue Surf is in God mode that he
I can
can,
never deny him. That's
you know
one of
what I
my
mean?
favorites too.
Exactly. Like, so I guess it's all just how you look at it.
Yeah. So I take everything into account, and that's how I get Tay Rock myself. It's all preference and opinion. So you have your opinion on what you look at as the GOAT of battle rap or something like that, and I do too. So I got Tay Rock, the logo.
Val, you more so considering like how you look at it outside of just battle rap? Is that what it is?
I just think it's like even what else are you fucking bringing to the culture? That's kind of my thing. Like, what else are you bringing to it?
Yeah.
Like, Kendrick Lamar just shouted out Light. He just shouted out Lux. He just shouted out. I think he might have shouted out Tay. But like, again, what are you bringing to the culture? Like, how are you furthering it? Maybe even outside of your art. Like, even when we look at boxing, why is Muhammad Ali considered one of the greatest? Well, he brought so many things outside of boxing. I mean, he took a stand for things, whether you agree with it or not. So, like, people look at him and they're able to go, well, this is what Muhammad Ali did, over even someone like Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson will tell you Ali was the greatest when some people think Tyson was the greatest, right? So
Yeah.
it just to me it all depends on what you bring to the culture.
Okay. I mean I understand. I ain't mad at it. Like this. Like been doing his thing for real.
I'm helping my daughter, but I'm gonna get you. Hold on.
Like been cooking. J. Cole, Kendrick, he's been cooking. I'm not mad at that. Hmm. Lux walked out. Who did he walk out? Deontay
Yeah,
Wilder, was
but
it?
we talking about things outside of battle rap. I feel like in more recent light, light has been niggas speak on his name and flavor. But let's not forget that stain that he left on my culture, man. Like we not just gonna take away things to boost somebody up. You know what I'm saying?
What thing you
Man,
talking about?
twerking with the chopper. Come on, Tati. What we doing here, man? Yeah, when he
No,
was
he
fucking
pulled
Diddy,
out
he said
the.
he was trying to fuck Diddy. Come on, man. Like he did a lot of things that we talking like encompassing everything to consider the greatest. I was gonna ask though, right? Besides, like, I wouldn't be able to have Light as my goat, and I fuck with him like as far as skill go, right? What do you think is left for Rum to do to grab the title of goat?
Well, some people
Battle
do have
rap?
him as a goat. You know what I'm saying?
I got him
Yeah.
as a goat.
So it's all opinionated, depending on your flavor, like you said. It is all opinionated, but a lot of people have Rum Nitty as the goat. He's about to battle Daylyt, so I mean, we can see what that is. But he just battled Lux. I had him winning, battling Lux.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Nah, I feel that, and I feel like it's people that consider a lot of people to go. But you know what I mean? Like as far as like what solidifies Rum's stature in the culture for years to come type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
His quality of battles and the high level that he battles at for me. Everybody don't just get a Rum Nitty battle, and those that do is it's major for them more so than for him. Like besides if he battling a god tier, so of course if he's battling a loaded Lux, he's the well, I won't say the underdog, but that's his shot type shit. Him battling the Daylyt, that's his shot type shit at this point. But it's not besides like any of the god tiers, it's not anybody else at this point that could give him a shot. And then even at that, it's more so just for him to be able to have them on his resume because he had put in enough work at this point. Like where and he's given us like some of the greatest material ever to deserve those battles. So that's kind of what it is for me. But if you look at it from a King Bao standpoint, where he look at it, well, not to speak for you, but how it seems to me, like you look at it as a whole, like what people do outside of battle rap and stuff like that to impact the culture, then you might have a little bit of an argument. But I'm Nitty Nation, so I'm gonna find something to, argue about with you
No,
with
I
him.
think I think you're absolutely right because Nitty is it went I think the best thing that Smack did was not only have the app but have the records where people can vote because it's one thing to sit here and we all know that battle rap is we can all have our opinions on the styles that we like, on what we agree on, but when you have majority voting and that option and you have Nitty being the top on the app, I think that that does solidify him as an easy Rushmore or contender or GOAT.
And you
Yeah,
you just saying
good.
that
I'm
based
glad I don't
on
got.
app votes.
I mean, I'm saying that off of like if it the most you would argue or you could argue that the most diehard fans in battle rap have the app. They're willing to pay $7 a month to get battles before anybody else. So they're going on there to watch. Now, I'm not saying that there isn't favoritism or fanism. I'm not saying that that doesn't exist on the app. However, majority you're going to be able to tell majority of people what they prefer via a vote system. And the vote system has Rum Nitty being the top on the app, which to me says something.
Hmm, yeah, I don't know how,
Absolutely, I have no
girl. I
argument.
don't know how. I don't know how. I get what you're saying, and you're right, and I think there's some truth to it. But you said the the most diehard battle rap fans have the app. I know some of the most diehard battle rap fans, and they don't. I know battle rappers who don't.
I
You know
don't.
what I'm saying?
So
So
I agree. I don't.
you said you don't either. Okay.
No, I'm just saying, like fans in general, if you're willing to pay for shit, if you're willing to pay $6 a month, you are somewhat of a diehard fan. I'm not saying all fans are diehard. I mean, we have different leagues doing different shit, and I support all leagues doing different shit that are trying to do something new. However, when you look at the app and it does have the voting, a possibility, I think that matters. I think that more leagues should have voting. I think more battles should be judged. I think we should stop the bullshit. And if we actually want this to be competitive, like we say it is, like I fight. If I fight and I go into a cage and I get my ass knocked out in front of everybody, you all got to see that. And you know I lost because the other man got his fucking hand raised. That's the point. I think it's bullshit sometimes that people can walk away and be like, well, I think this guy did good and I think this guy. Well, then we're just watching professional wrestling, which is cool. You want to watch professional wrestling, that's fine. But it's not competition then. So I like the fact that battles are judged and people can have that ability to see who won on a large platform, shall we say.
Well, wrestling matches also have a winner. They have a hand raise, and that too. So I think in battle rap, I do. Sometimes I like the voting on the judged battles or whatever, but because it's only like what maybe five judges, like they don't really speak for the whole culture. So a lot of times you'll come out with the judges having a battle one way, and the culture is like, no, I really have it this way. You know what I'm saying? So it's flawed, like a lot of
Yes.
other things are,
Yep. You're 100% right.
but I get what you're trying to say.
Also, it's a. By the way, my name is Dice. Um, it's a little different. When you're speaking on an opinionated sport such as battle rap, when we judge art form, it's not like fighting where you can visibly see points taken down or points going up for
Very true.
specific, but you know what I mean, and because you can't really conceptualize or put a point system on emotional movement, you know what I'm saying? So it's like how somebody feels towards a bar or something can't really be described to the masses like it spoke to you specifically for that specific reason. So if you feel like that shit moved you, it may not be the reason why it moves the next person. So it's really hard to like put that shit down as like a judge battle, which is why judges in battle rap sometimes get it wrong for some certain people.
Facts.
There's only a few concrete rules we got, which is like if you choke or fuck up, that's your round is over with. If you steal bars, your round's over with. Even recycled bars have a little bit of leniency. You know what I mean? So like, it's a little tough. I don't really see it being judged like critically or being the basis of how we decide what battle rap is. And I don't think it's gonna be like that in the future either.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. I was having a conversation with Curtis King on my radio show the last week, and we were talking about the old rap forums. I don't know if you guys are familiar with like this is before Smack, right? This is before the battles were hitting the on YouTube. But people had rapforums.com where people would like text battle or they would audio battle where they would record themselves against another person and then the community would literally vote. Rap Forums did a tournament every year where they would give out, I think, 10 grand to the winner, and over 100 people, I think hundreds of people would literally battle for this 10 grand to have the audio battle title of the world. And they were judged off of flow, similes, metaphors, multis. Like there was literally categories for everything, even quality of recording, like how you recorded it, how your mix sound, like the beat choice, theme, like everything was taken into consideration. And I would love to start something, whether it's even like a Twitter Spaces or whatever, where we start like an actual like battle rap diss league where you're judged on specific categories, even storytelling or how you setups. I mean, that I remember all of this from when I was growing up, and I think that's the problem. But that is the beauty of battle rap. You're absolutely right. Is that
No,
we
I agree with what you're saying, but funny enough, when you're talking about audio battles and such like that in Twitter Spaces, I'm actually a product of that. I'm on URL
Sure.
at this current moment, and I started from battling on Twitter Spaces. You know what I'm saying? So
that's
like,
fire.
there's a lane on Twitter, probably not as prominent as it was a couple years ago, but there's like a whole slew of battle rappers that came from the Twitter Spaces. So you're absolutely right. Like, yeah, bro. Like, if you were to start a league, get this shit popping back on Twitter because it's definitely a lane, and the ball has been dropped. Like, there hasn't been like any leagues that's been consistently trying to put battlers on here. But it's definitely a talent pool. So like, if you ever wanted to get into that, bro, I definitely encourage that, bro.
Hey, I'm gonna shoot you a follow. I appreciate you more than you know, man. Thanks.
Okay,
If you want
Yeah,
the innovators, you can hit me
mm,
up, the
for
Battle
sure,
Rap
for
Dog,
sure.
Lawyer, Dice. He definitely started rapping in the spaces. Him versus Hansel. Actually, check out him versus Chess. Check out that battle.
That's on YouTube.
Him, yeah, him, Eunice, like a bunch of them came from spaces in battle rap. Opera,
Matter of fact,
I
King Bow,
mean, it's
like how you were just talking about the judge battles, right? Dice was just in a battle with Hansel where the judges voted for Hansel, but he's winning on the app, right, Dice?
Wow,
Yeah, 30 ball, 30
yeah,
ball.
facts.
that's crazy.
I'm
I'm
with,
sorry that happened to
yeah,
you, bro.
and and the
It's
judges
controversial.
the one round the judges gave me was the round I choked in, which is so like battle rap is a weird thing, right?
What?
Yeah, the battle rap is weird.
Yeah, you
It
gotta watch
It's a
that
crazy
battle,
battle.
it's
It's on
King.
the
it's
app
a
though.
it's a
And that's a good ass
yeah,
battle.
it sparked the whole conversation of like does choking matter and everything because the consensus like after the battle drop was a lot of people had me winning, but you know what I'm saying, like in the me fucking up in that round and still being able to get that round, it kind of is flawed, right? Like it goes against the concrete rule of battle rap, but that just goes to show if you don't emotionally move somebody, it doesn't really matter. You know what I
Fact.
mean? Like
Facts.
so it's kind of tough to have a judgment system where like the whole like how do you get that? It's a psychological thing. Like the fact that I fucked up in the first round kind of threw off the momentum of the rest of the rounds in the building. But the people at home don't really feel that because they're
I
judging the
like that.
material for what it is.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
for sure.
saying? So it's like that's why it's a little tough to judge because you're always gonna upset the fans because the playback is always a different feel. So
Very true.
yeah,
Very true. I think ciphers, I think the way that you fix it is actual ciphers, right? Like everybody was so excited when fucking Kendrick Lamar dropped the control verse, right? And he put out the hey, here I am, I'm rapping my ass off and I feel like I'm doper than all of you. And that's what like fucking to me rap is, right? Like that's what this shit is and that's why we all do it. So like I
Hmm.
think that it would be actually more cool for people to go up and we fucking judge them based off of their cipher or their verse. And we then can say, well, I think this verse was the hardest, or I think this verse is the hardest, you know, versus the 3 rounds back and forth. Okay, then we're going to leave it to the fans to decide on YouTube because I think that gets off what you're saying. Because was it a choke or was it just you having to pick shit up? You know what I mean? Like that what was it?
yeah. So the argument was it a choke or a hard stumble? So it was about I want to say give or take 12 to 15 seconds. 12 to 15 seconds.
That's not like I don't
No,
know.
that's a
No,
very
that's a long
long
time.
time.
That's a
But
that's a
Dice, I don't.
Go
Did you
ahead.
count the seconds? Because it don't even seem like it was that long.
Hmm.
I mean, I'm obviously trying to make it. You know what I'm saying? Make sure I'm not under estimating it, but like whether it was probably
Can we give context though? Because
okay.
okay, Val. So his opponent had pulled out like a phone and was playing a video the whole time while he was rapping his
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah, that was
material.
his
So
defense. That was his defense. A
yeah,
lot of people.
they
Go ahead.
had
Sorry,
a
sorry, my bad.
they had a little like back and forth a little bit, and then he messed up with his material. He choked up his material after they had the little confrontation about the phone. You get
Yeah,
what I'm
I don't.
saying? So
That's hard for me to count. I mean, when I was battling
yeah.
Daylyt, I told Daylyt before the battle that my goal was to get booed, and my goal was to literally fight through my round. And like nobody ended up listening to any of my
No, your goal being to be booed is
I mean, well,
hilarious.
hear me out. Like my outfit got me booed, and nobody was listening to anything that I was saying. And then it was funny because after the battle, Light comes out and says, "Yeah, everything that he was saying, his rounds were actually fire if you listen." But so many people were, looking at my outfit. So when you have distractions like that, where somebody's pulling out a phone or talking through your round and shit like that. To me, it's like, yeah, you got to give grace there, because now when people have seen the battle, they go, oh, wow, King Bao was actually saying some shit. And so what's a stumble if and I didn't stumble, I didn't choke, but like just in terms of distraction, yeah, that shit matters, especially when you're watching shit back. People can't enjoy the verse the way that they want to
Well,
with all the other bullshit.
I would say though.
You did that.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
I
No,
was
go.
about to say, I would say being distracted by the audience, I feel like that's a part of the art that you have to fight through. But your opponent is supposed to have some sort of sportsmanship. Like
Yes.
it's like it's an
Mhm.
unwritten rule that because you guys are in the ring, especially because it's a judge battle, that you gotta.
Did he cut out for you? Okay.
Hello.
You gotta let niggas get their bars off and shit. So whenever he was pulling out the phone or talking through my rounds or some shit like that, like
Yeah,
of
that's
course the
bullshit. That's
judges is gonna
bullshit.
deduct they're gonna deduct points. You know what I'm saying? So like that's and then on the consensus was they felt like what he was doing is corny, like in the culture. It just makes people gravitate away from you. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes. Yeah.
like this nigga's doing too much. Like he's clearly losing. So that's why it looks the way it does on the app. That's why I'm 30ing the nigga that beat me in a judge battle. It sounds crazy, but that's how it go.
No, of course. Absolutely.
What's up, Tana?
Is this the guy that battled Daylyt?
Yeah.
Just asking. Nah,
Yep, King Bell.
I was just asking.
Well, Val, you expressed the interest in, doing audio battles or whatever. Would you be interested in starting something like that up in the culture?
Yeah, I was talking to Curtis King about it. I don't, if you guys don't know who Curtis King is, he's one of the biggest YouTubers and reactors for like music and shit. And he's actually friends with Daylyt. We're all friends and are talking behind the scenes about doing something. But yeah, I would love to start something. I mix and master and make my own beats, and I think that that's the real art. Like I just dropped the Kanye response, and it
Hold on now, Bell.
Mhm.
Now show me that Kanye response. Now,
the
where
the
is it?
Kanye response is on my. You can find it on my Twitter.
Okay,
So,
hold
but like again, like I think it matters. I think all that shit matters. If
on. Are you going at Kanye?
I mean,
You know I'm
hey,
trolling
hear me,
now.
hear me
Come
out.
on
When
now.
he's saying that he's the greatest rapper of all time, and I feel like I could beat him in a beat battle. I mean, like I gotta talk my shit, Like what are we doing here?
Beating Kanye in the beat battle is a very difficult thing for
With
anyone
the
to
beat
do. That
alone.
nigga can literally, yes, like just with a beat alone,
Yeah, I
Bow.
mean, you probably have never heard my shit, and that's fine. But very
Your,
confident.
your beats on
Okay,
YouTube?
Very,
that's
very confident. I mean, I got beats everywhere. I don't know. Can you can you hear this? Can you hear this?
Sound good.
Can you hear that?
It
that
sound
sounds
clear as
great.
shit.
Yeah, play it a little bit
Let's
if
All
you
go.
right,
can.
all right, all right. I got you.
In the ground and the world.
We are all born free, do not be manipulated. Here's to the dream, know that life
I
is
fuck with
what we
that.
make it. I can never stop, no one will create this life because it's all for the taking. I will never be a slave to limitations. I know that we have all made for greatness. If we can do it all, then why the hell you waiting? I just know it's that celebration. Yeah.
That shit hard.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, so that was 9 years ago. Okay, that's a beat from 9 years ago.
That
So
shit
Oh
like,
sound fire,
damn.
bro. I ain't
Not
gonna cap.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I fuck with that. I still got gay now. Don't get it fucked up.
That's
I'm
the
still
goat.
I'm still with my home team, but that beat was good
I
though.
mean,
It
again,
was.
my goal with everything has been to come in with a fuck you mentality and challenge the greats because I think that is what fucking hip hop is all about. We are here to show how dope we are, and I know how dope I
Mhm.
am, which is why I chose to battle Daylyt and why he accepted because he knew who I was, and he's a beat maker. He's a fucking rapper. Like we're good friends behind the scenes. We fucking talk and like he
Mhm.
respects the skill. So like we as artists have to talk our shit. And so it's not a it's a poke at Kanye, right? I won't even say it's a diss. It's a poke because if I was dissing him, I would actually be trying to get him the fuck out of here. I made the beat yesterday. I made the fucking recorded, mixed, and mastered everything yesterday, and put out a fucking song. It was just something that I did.
Can you play
But
it?
if I was yeah.
I definitely bookmarked it because I can't wait to go and
Hold up.
Yeah,
listen.
but his system sound real good. I want to hear them.
Hold
No,
up.
it
I got
do.
you. One
Yeah,
second.
that's
Can
that's
you let
fact.
me know if you can hear this? I'm gonna play it in 3, 2, 1. Can you hear that?
Nope.
Oh, okay. All
No.
right. Well, my routing is I need to reroute this. Let me know if you can hear it now in 3, 2, 1. Kanye? No?
Yeah,
Okay.
we can hear
Yeah.
it.
All right, 1 second. Kanye, we don't care your wife's a whore. We care because it appears you like her more than the first witch. Got some money now you're cursed with. Women only being attracted to your wealth. And now you're dead. It can never be me. But with a face like yours, what do you expect them to see? If you're so confident, then take a picture with your shirt off. I bet you fucked with your shirt on. No one cares that you're a Nazi. After the Grammys, honestly, what have we not seen? First the car crash takes
What the
like
fuck
2
is
years later,
going
my
on?
mama gets sacrificed. Stick up for Diddy, you get Buffy, that's your daddy. Jay-Z and him supposedly fucking kids, and that's your family. What happened with Nicki in the studio? Who was first, Satan, Jay, or Diddy in your booty hole? Maybe broke kids, but you love me for me. You're still a slave in love with paper, just not stuck to a tree. A plant trying to make the First Amendment illegal. Jesus watched the fucking loving hoes. Oh, how evil. Gospel album mega rebrands for white people. May not be Illuminati, but have I to seal. For the fall guy, for the fall guys. Once you married Kim, I knew everything was all lies. I'd ask you to go beat for beat, but you probably fucking take it wrong. Get excited when I ask, when I just wanted you to play a song. So I could play mine and show you that this shit isn't close. And we all think this version of you is a clone. So that's like a little quick 90 seconds.
No, Kanye did nothing to deserve
I
that
ain't gonna
from you.
lie, I liked it. I mean, I think your voice sounded a little like I don't know. It just the mixing like it kind of sounds like you just like literally just talking over the beat.
Yeah.
If that's your intention, then that's cool.
Yeah.
But I like what you were saying, and I like the beat a lot.
I appreciate that. Yeah, it was just something quick. And,
Mm.
just if you're talking the greatest rapper, greatest producer of all time, then let's actually we're here. It's 2025. Like, let's fucking have it out. I think Versus needs to make a comeback, and I would love to go fucking song for song with some of these artists. I think I would get Cassidy the fuck out of here easily in 10 seconds.
Get him.
No, you probably get Cassidy the fuck out of here. Not Kanye bout, but
But
Cassidy for
Cassidy
sure.
just
For
dropped
sure.
some shit too. You heard that?
I seen something. It said he was coming at who? Easy and Mook, not Mook. Who was it? They said I forgot. He was going at a bunch of battle rappers, right?
So the clip that I heard, it just sounded like some political shit.
Let me see. I thought it popped up on
But
my.
yeah, I'd like to see you start a space league.
I mean, I look at it like this. I think people don't realize that I've been doing music for a long time. And my entire thing with my beats, with my music, is that I battle on all of my beats, meaning like everything is a scheme, everything is a fucking metaphor, everything is a concept, everything is tied together in some way, shape, or form. And I think that I think that even making music can truly be a battle-esque art form when you look at it that way. Every time I'm rapping on a song, I am trying to body the concept. And I think that too many people nowadays aren't able to do that. I think that really actually shows your talent and your ability to fully encompass your ideas. And there's no better way to do that than music.
Mm. I got a question for you. So you know how earlier you were saying like your intent was to get Boo versus Daylyt and have to fight
Yes.
through it. So did you wear that outfit for that
Yes,
reason? Like, did you?
absolutely. Absolutely. I
Mm.
had multiple outfits and I literally went back to Daylyt and I said, right before the battle, I'm like, bro, I'm wearing the outfit that's gonna get me fucking booed. Nobody's gonna listen to anything that I say. It's gonna be fucking perfect. He's like, are you sure? I'm like, absolutely. The event is already getting thrashed and trashed. Like at this point, I want to make this as hard on myself.
You feel like it was getting okay.
No,
Finish. I'm
I wanted
sorry.
to
I'm
make it
gonna
as
ask.
hard on myself as I can, because for me, I always fight for respect. I mean, every time I step into the battle rap scene, or anytime I step into shall we say, the culture, um, I am looked at as an outsider, but I've been doing a lot of this shit my entire life. It's just not known. I was a moderator on a site with, at one point in time, 30,000 active members at any given time, right? Online. I did the text battling, I did the audio battling. Like I worked my way up into then battling in Minnesota on some smaller leagues and actually like getting in the circuit. And so I just
You battled on
yep.
manslaughter.
When they were
You did.
before they were even like as big as they are. It was like back in 2010. So, yeah, I
Mm.
mean, we've been around, but that's why I try to make the stake through my music. You know, I have a group called The Undeniables. Nobody is fucking with me in my group. I told Cassidy that at the face off. I said, I'm about to drop an album, and this album will be all hits, and you will not be able to make one song better than anything on the album. We proved that. And nobody said shit. He never responded. Sent him the fucking music, never rebutted, because people are realizing that I am as dope as what I say I am. You just have to understand the concept. I was coming over into the battle rap world. The battle rap world wasn't in my world. My fans know absolutely how dope I am. That's why I have a cult following. So it's just bridging worlds, and the world is catching up, and I'm grateful.
Hmm.
Hey
I
Doc.
fuck with you, King Bell. I don't know. I was a little. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. At first, I felt like I'm like, why the fuck is he doing this? But now that I know a little bit more, like you really into music and beats and you know, just artistry overall. I fuck
I
with
I
you.
didn't
appreciate
know
that.
you did some battles.
And we've been following each other, but I just never really engaged because I didn't know about you. But yeah, I feel like I understand you
Yeah,
a
I
little
mean,
better.
I'm a troll, so like everybody knows me for my internet trolling. But the reason I'm an internet trolling is because I'm a hip
Yeah.
hop personality, and I can back up the shit that I say. I got Jimmy Kimmel the fuck out of
Hmm.
here making a beat.
What's up, y'all? My bad. I was on the phone. What's good?
You're good, brother. How are you, man?
Okay.
Fantastic. What's up? What y'all
Sorry.
talking about?
Okay. So somebody asked you a question about. They said, "Can you ask him how he feels that the culture didn't take his car serious, and is that why he didn't throw another
No, so
one?"
what ended up happening was we got hoed out of a lot of money. We put over, let's just say we put multiple six figures into not only this idea, but we had an app, and this is when Web3, and if you know like crypto and like Web3 and NFTs, like when it was first
Hmm.
starting. And
Yeah.
so the developers of our app ended up being scammers essentially. So they
Oh
first off, they
shit.
never gave us the app. They could do the streams, right? They could do the stream, they could do all that, which was great. But all of that content was supposed to go on an app. And the developers honestly fucked us out of, money. They never ended up giving us a product that we initially paid them for and that we had blueprinted out.
Mhm.
So what ended up happening was they said that they could do it, but they were outsourcing the work. And whether the people that they were outsourcing the work to got too much on their plate or just never got back to them, the app never got built. So that was the first thing. Second thing was the stream got DDoS attacks. And if you guys know what like anything about streaming and whatnot or videos, our stream was attacked 7 different times, and I'm kind of known as a conspiracy theorist. And here I am, a rapper trying to give all these artists the intellectual property of their shit and be able to sell their own battles or post their own battles so that they can make residuals off of them. This idea was very threatening to maybe leagues that have these battle rappers in 360 deals, and they don't even realize it. Like, a lot of battle rappers don't even realize that being a part of certain leagues, it's much like record deals. Like, I could have signed a record deal many years ago, and I didn't because my audio engineer, who was signed to the Black Eyed Peas at one point in time, looked at the record deal and he said, Joel, don't fucking sign this because they're going to own 80% of your publishing. You're going to give them 80 to 90% of your publishing to get 10% of whatever that they can do. So that was the whole idea behind Create For You, was that I wanted to cut out the middleman and give these battle rappers more money than they've ever made. And ultimately, they ended up we ended up getting fucked all around. So that's why we never ended up doing another card, because the investors that we had just kind of backed out after they saw all the fuckery.
That's a lot to go through for a first event.
Yeah, that stream was
I know
crazy. It was
mishaps happen and things, but
Well, and there was
that's a lot.
there's also, I don't really want to throw anybody under the bus. It was my event. I take full accountability and responsibility for how it
Mhm.
went. But we could have got Avocado for half the price that we paid the team that we had. And I was
Mm.
told that Avocado wasn't going to be available then. And then a week before the battle, he's now available and he's willing to do it for half the price. That was kind of weird. And then, certain battles didn't go down on our event that then later went down on a URL event. And
Mm.
these battle rappers, some of them showed up and some of them didn't. And I'm wondering if they knew that because we were paying them more money than they've ever really got paid before, I know that they ultimately looked at me as a lick. And I get it. Like, I'm the nice fucking, trying to fucking, get people paid. Like,
Mhm.
I'm the square in their eyes. But what they didn't realize is I have eyes on everybody. I know when you're fucking me
Mhm.
over and when you're not. I'll take note of that. And when we get back to doing what we're going to do, because this is not over, I will fund this shit myself, which is why I'm building everything else that I'm building on my own. And when I'm able to do absolutely everything that I'm able to do, I will remember who fucked me over and who didn't. And they will get put on blast. But in the meantime, we build.
You feel like a lot of people were trying to take advantage of you because it was your first event?
In hindsight, yes. Like,
Yeah.
during then I was just kind of I was a deer in headlights, and I honestly just wanted to give
Mhm.
back to the culture. Like, I did a fight where I essentially allowed all the fighters to own their fights, and we were the first league to ever do that. Same thing under Create.
Yeah, that's cold.
You know what I
That's
mean? So,
cold.
like, and that's a threat to other organizations and leagues, and why certain people didn't maybe give us the press that we wanted to when we did that. So I just think that I was too optimistic. I was too
Mhm.
positive, and I was in a room full of fucking, people who, they know how to get what they want. And yeah.
Vultures type shit. Go ahead, Doc.
Now I just wanted to say, yeah, a salute, bow, a Tati. Something
Mhm.
so crazy. Me and you was just talking about this shit not even a week ago.
Yeah, what King Bow too,
Yes,
right? Yeah, I remember.
and we just brought up the whole shit about, you know what I'm saying, people coming here, like, you know what I'm saying, at least out loud into the culture, like trying to do dope shit, and like
And
sometimes when
people take advantage.
people will take
Yeah.
advantage, and a lot of that has to do like with when they come in and maybe don't have the right people around.
Yeah.
um Bow, I
That's
mean,
funny. I think that space still recorded.
it
I don't
definitely
know.
is. I don't know if it was your space or mine. It's probably yours. But I will say, like, Bow, like, it sounds like just from the way I've been listening, man, you really got a love for hip hop. Sound like you might have a love for battle culture and things like that. So,
Yeah.
It's
I
my life.
mean, yeah, no, for sure, bro. I mean, for me, I would genuinely encourage giving it another shot. I would just encourage you having more of a vetting process with the people that you're going to choose to work with you.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I
Because
think yes.
at the end of the day, when you have like bringing dope events to the culture, putting on dope battles, like, bro, that's always going to be a service to people like us. I mean, like, we work in the culture and stuff. The boss does
Yeah.
events. I manage battlers. Tati is pretty much media, runs a league. You know what I mean? So like
And I
I'm
do
not
graphic
media.
design here.
Wizzo definitely does graphic design. Like,
I'm gonna
it's a
follow all of you.
yeah, we follow each other. It's a slew of people like in the culture like that wouldn't do you that way. And I think that whatever it is that you were trying to accomplish the first time, you can definitely accomplish it again, or accomplish it the way that you wanted to accomplish it. I think, like I said, the vetting process just has to be a little bit more thorough.
Yeah,
But I could definitely vouch for everybody that I just named for everything that they do.
yeah. I mean,
Um,
moving
I
forward,
told him
me,
even if he wanted to do the audio stuff, like we've been there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We
we
can help with that
we
too.
we literally used to do audio like Spaces Battle Leagues. We started that. Like,
fire.
Complex Magazine wrote about us. We that was our thing. You know what I'm saying? Spaces and battle rap was literally our thing. So like now we've all transcended into doing things like in real time, and I think we made some strong moves, man. So like I said, I would definitely encourage giving it another go. Just a different vetting process and a different team.
Yeah, you're 100% right, man. Like after the battle, Daylight and I were talking because like he wants to start the league with me, and we would definitely be looking at actually putting proponents in the culture because the gentleman that we had fronting it, or heading it all, he had never run a successful battle event, and I had people like Rush One
Mm.
come up to me afterwards and be like, "Bro, why didn't you reach out? Like, I would have been willing to help you." And even Reese, she came up afterwards and she's like, "Well, I'm willing to help." And now, like looking at it, and I think people just knowing my intentions and my heart. You got Unk, 15 minutes of fame. He said he'd help. Knowledge has always been dope. I see Knowledge is in here. He's like I would actually work with the people who know that I'm for the culture and not just trying to fucking vulture off of it because this battle shit is my life. If you understand my content and you look at whether it's the funny videos, the trolls, it's literally all from the standpoint of King Bao, the battle rapper, trying to show you that you can't fuck with him. And
Mm.
like if people only understood that, I think that I would have a lot more fans in battle rap. But I'm just looked at as a troll or trying to vulture off the culture, but I actually like love all of this shit, which is why I wanted to give back.
That's why I was saying, even you speaking now is like, I don't know. I didn't get to hear your perspective too much after your event. I remember you had like a I don't know if it was hip hop as real or 15 minutes of fame. I remember you was speaking after the battle, but that was like just from what I recall, it was like about Cassidy because I remember him heckling you real bad or whatever during the battle and stuff like that. But to hear like how much you love hip hop and to play your beats and things like that, it just I think give people a different side of you or at least more insight about where you come from. So I think it's good that you actually even though it was random, but I think it's good that you actually, was conversing today about that.
Yeah, I pop into some spaces here and there, and I just decided to come in today, but I'm glad I did because, I love this culture. I love, even like when people challenge me on my ideas and my thoughts, because then I'm able to tell people what I believe. And I think that when you understand
Hmm.
what somebody believes, you can really get a glimpse into them. I really believe that I could stand in front of Daylight. And after the battle, even he was very happy and proud of the result. I mean, he said we had a classic. A lot of people wouldn't who never saw the battle wouldn't say that. If you ask people about me after the battle, they say, "Oh, that nigga was lame." None of them even remember a verse of anything that I said. While Daylyt is saying I gave him 3 classic rounds. So it's like I'm going to be judged by the people that I want to be judged by, and I'll take his word or someone like Knowledge or even, Unk over just the random people who want to hate me for no reason that don't know why I'm doing what I do.
I'm gonna be real.
You know what? I had you losing, right, originally. But since I feel like I have a different perspective of you now, I'm going to go back and actually watch it today.
Put up
And
the battle.
I'll
Put it
let
up.
you know if I still feel the same. Now, if I do still feel the same, I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Hey,
Now, I ain't gonna
absolutely,
lie.
absolutely. But if you
But
listen to the material and you actually
mm,
listen, I mean, Daylyt had very short rounds. He was cutting himself short on purpose. But like, respectfully, if we're talking battle rap and we're talking, I think I fucking got it 2-1. I think I literally did. I mean, if you want to give him the first,
Which rounds?
what
Which rounds?
rounds? Yeah,
I
what
would say
rounds
I
you
would
think
say
it
2 and 3.
I was gonna
was?
say
Okay.
he definitely got that first. The, I remember your raps not being bad. You just had a crazy ass outfit on, but
Yes.
your raps,
Yeah, I asked him about the
your raps
outfit.
wasn't bad. That wasn't really the problem. And I just think like the overall presentation of what the event was, and I guess a lot of that was based on business and
Well,
and
and
that.
here's the thing. Here's the secret. Here's the secret. I released recently the full battle because I went back and I realized that I had my other buddy, Sean Hibbler, fucking record it as a backup. And he actually recorded it with much better than what we fucking paid for. And he ended up having it for free. So it's one angle kind of below the stage, but the visuals are actually dope. And the audio isn't shit compared to what we paid for because we ended up, when we did the event, we had one good mic all night. And the one good mic
Mm,
all night was whoever was on the right side. So that was Daylyt, that was Jack,
Mhm.
that was
Yep.
I think what we had I think that was Ace Amin versus Craig Lamar. Ace Amin had the good mic. And then so like I had even the shitty mic when we were when I was battling Daylyt. So like I had to project my projection
yeah, your projection was
my
good though. I
my
remember that.
projection was honestly all over the place because the fucking volume of the mic kept cutting in and out. But on this other recording that I put out, you'll be able to hear it a lot better than even what we had on the stream. So yeah, man, I'm very confident looking back at the battle. I watched it and I'm very happy with my performance. I'm very happy that after fucking 10 years or however long it was that I went through 3 rounds and there was I was mid-round rebuttaling. I started off with a rebuttal. Like there's certain things in there that like to me is gold if you understand what's happening. A dude told me to take my fucking shirt off. I said, "You want me to take my shirt off?" Because he's like, "Take that gay ass shirt off, nigga." I said, "You want me to take my shirt off?" It sounds like you're a gay ass nigga. I mid-round rebuttaled and got right back into my round. So like, even shit like that is overlooked, but that's just because I love the culture. Like I love this shit. I love it all, even the heckling.
Who you want to battle next, Bow? If you do another one.
I mean, hear me out, bro. I am so pissed off to this day because, again, I'm a fighter, man. And in my world, in my realm, if you talk shit about me, that means that we now have smoke. And when I see you, it's on site. Whether I come to your gym or whether you come to mine, we are fighting and we're doing it in front of everybody. Now, there's not.
No, but in battle rap we fight with
No, no, no.
words.
Uh, I,
I'm not saying that. I'm not
Now
saying that.
listen,
I'm not.
I'm not gonna lie now. I'm not opposed to a good rumble now.
No,
I
no, no.
won't lie
Here's
to
not what
you.
I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is Cassidy talked mad shit about me. He was talking
Mhm.
mad shit about me at the event. He was trolling me, and
Yeah.
he was trying to take a lot of attention away from what I believe I was doing and what I believe I was saying, because I
Mhm.
believe truthfully, like he probably was listening to what I was saying, and I think that I would fuck him up. And so my whole thing was Cassidy after the battle. Let's do a fucking 10 round versus for a warm up. Let's do a 10-round. And that's what I told.
A 10-round versus.
Oh,
nah, that would be fire. That's what he's
That
saying.
would
Like,
Oh
as
man, that would not be
promo,
fire, man.
yes,
Y'all
it
just up
would.
here
As
lying,
promo,
man.
that would be a
Nah,
fire
Bow.
promo.
I'm gonna tell you
let
the
me
issue with that though, right, Bow?
What?
Cassidy has now finessed the culture on multiple occasions. He
Very
did that fake ass battle rap house where he had niggas pay all that fuck. I don't give a fuck about Cassidy. Did that fake ass battle rap house, took all them up and coming battlers' money and just disbanded the idea. And it was a whole fake scam sham thing with all them battle rappers down there in on him with it. And then he just finessed John, talking about he was sick and basically implying like he not gonna make. Yeah, Cassidy ain't the nigga that I
Yeah, no,
wouldn't
he
like. If
did
you
John
are gonna
John
come back and
bad.
do something,
Man,
man.
Cassidy a kick King Bow ass.
No. I ain't even really giving Cassidy no type of praise. I wouldn't
What?
get no money with him.
We don't know the behind the scenes behind John and
I know the
Cassidy.
behind the scenes on him finessing them up and coming fucking rappers about that house. Fuck Cassidy.
I know. I just seen Cassidy in Atlanta with all the rappers, and
I know
John
that nigga
knew where he
finessed
was
a
at
couple of
too.
my
So
partners. He finessed a bunch of up and coming rappers with that fake ass house. Fuck
One at a
Cassidy.
time, guys.
Sorry, my bad.
No, that's them
No, that's
too.
me.
nah, that ain't me. That's dumb. I'm
Hey,
professional.
yo, I was
Nah, my
gonna wait
fault,
till
Polo.
Cuz left because he. Hey, y'all can hear me? I
Oh,
was gonna wait till Cuz left because he weird as shit. But the King Bow nigga scammed y'all too. Y'all sitting here
yeah.
acting like
What happened to
he
all
ain't
them?
scam
Them
niggas.
ART,
He
what them
How he
scammed,
scam?
NRTs and
scammed
all
y'all
that. Where
too.
them?
This nigga weird.
Y'all won't bring chaos in here. Now
That's
everybody can't.
exactly what just happened.
That's
Yeah,
not
like
chaos.
no.
He scammed
So
niggas.
this is the thing, right?
I'm gonna go back to the listeners.
No way. We want you to
Everybody,
explain.
if I could just finish what I'm saying, everybody is allowed to speak however they want to say to one another, things like that. I do prefer organized chaos so it won't be a million people yelling over each other and we're not able to hear anybody. That's literally the only thing I have to say.
I could have
Can't.
swore I was the only one talking. Just
Hey, Bill Collector, real quick.
That's a late mute, but no, it was multiple people just talking.
To any.
Yo, how I been on mute for that long?
Hey,
Oh, my fault.
Polo?
Nah, real quick. I just wanted to.
Polo, he
Go
was
ahead.
just
Go ahead,
talking.
Bow.
hey.
Even though y'all cut me off when I was talking, but go
Oh
ahead.
my God.
No,
Go ahead.
I'm bad, guys.
all right.
I ain't finished my thoughts, but go
Fix
ahead.
your posture. All right, go ahead,
So
Bob.
my only question to Bill Collector or anybody saying that I scammed the culture, were you guys aware that we refunded everybody the money that they spent and ultimately lost 6 figures on that event? Were you guys familiar with that? Did you not?
I was refunded for my pay-per-view.
King, I did an interview with you right before your event, and I tried to tell you that wasn't a good idea. You know what I mean? You can go back to the interview to see how that went.
I remember, brother. I remember.
Yeah.
Is Bill still up here?
Yeah.
Is Bill still up here?
Bill, he responded.
I'm just saying.
yeah, I heard him. That's cool. That shit was still a bad look, gang.
I mean,
that shit was nasty work.
that
whole event was a scam, guys.
I mean, it definitely wasn't a scam, but we were trying to provide value that we ultimately didn't. Hear me out. It was our first event and we were not necessarily told the right things. I just addressed that we could have got avocado a week before for half the price that we paid the other gentleman. And I also told everybody that we got a DDS attack 7 different times, meaning someone was trying to sabotage our stream from the outside. And the people who are running our stream were fucking military dudes. So, like, again, it was our first event and we fucked up. And I take full accountability for that. But to say I scammed people after I gave fucking a lot of money back is absolutely crazy. And also to the gentleman that said Cassidy would fuck me up in what? A versus? You're out of your fucking mind.
Man, Cassidy will murder you in the verses, man. What you gonna rap about, man? I listen to your songs. You be talking about pervert shit and shit. That shit ain't hitting no verses, man. Come on, stop it.
Wait, what?
He be rapping about pedophiles and Jeff Epstein lists and all that cringy shit. That shit is not hitting in no fucking verses. What are y'all talking about?
You haven't heard.
You be like exposing them type shit?
That's always been his whole MO.
He know what he rap about. He can tell y'all. Like I ain't lying.
Wait. Hey, tell me something that Cassidy has that hits harder than this, you dumb motherfucker.
Hello?
My point proven exactly. What?
Let him play his music. Don't do that.
Man, let it happen, man. Let it happen.
The Luke is hit with the force and give him remorse, but I give him a scorch. Like I said,
I right, Pop Smoke, go!
With a horse, keep picking with cause. My position is far like I'm gripping a sword. Uplifting hordes,
Yeah, bow, bow, bow!
Bow, bow, bow,
Bow, bow, bow!
Bro,
Yeah,
what
bow!
is this
Fucking
shit y'all
lean,
listening to, cuz?
Turn that shit
Nah,
up, Bow.
Polo.
Turn it up.
What are we talking about?
What are we
Nah, you
talking
talk.
about?
talking about bow, 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 bow!
Bow.
You guys have no
Dumb
idea.
motherfucker. He got you,
Talk to this
Polo.
dumb motherfucker. What he talking about?
You guys have no idea who you're talking to.
No, you
Oh
wild.
man, that would have definitely got
But
no songs
but
versus Cassidy.
but
But
Bow on the
Oh my
hey, but
that
God.
was
Bow,
a cool
on a
intro.
serious
What
note,
do I
Bow.
don't
Like I
listen
said,
to
Y'all niggas
I
tripping. That
do
shit was
think
fire for real, though. Y'all
you should
niggas
spin the
don't
block
do
for
that.
real, but it shouldn't be Cassidy though. I wouldn't get no money with him.
Why not?
He's a weirdo. He finessed
why
the car.
He
not?
just
Nah,
Hold
Because
on,
see,
hold on, hold on.
screamed.
Wait, wait, wait,
He
wait,
scared
wait, wait,
till
wait.
he
Let me
paid
just
John
respond to
John
that.
his
Let me
bread
respond to
back.
that.
no,
Hold
no.
up,
No.
You
hold
asked
up,
me a
hold
question.
up.
Let me
Y'all,
respond.
hold
No, you
up,
asked me a
hold.
question.
One
No,
at a
bro,
Yeah, he
Doc.
got to
time.
give John
Doc,
John his
hold
You
bread
up,
asked
back.
me a
hold
question.
up.
The
I
I'm
did
boss,
not.
not
you
ask you a
adding on
question,
to it.
bro.
Go
Hold
ahead. Go
on.
ahead.
What I'm trying to say is King
My
Bow
fault.
did business with Cassidy. Cassidy flew out to the face-off. He did not stand King Bow up. So how you know he's gonna stand King
I
Bow
know he
up?
finessed a bunch of these niggas with that
Y'all don't
fake
know the
ass
business
battle rap
between
house.
him and
One
That
at
John
a
nigga that nigga
John.
time,
done took money
guys.
out the Carter's pocket, and y'all be supporting them type of
But
niggas.
he didn't
But the
take
niggas that
money
want to
out of
come to
King
this,
Bow
nah, but
pocket
the niggas
though.
that
Wait,
He
want to
did
come
Polo,
to
let
this,
business
him
with him.
go.
the niggas that want to come to this motherfucker and put money in this shit and do the right things, be the niggas y'all want to run off because y'all want to be in this cool club shit. But because the nigga, man, I'm a hustler, homie, he can scam the culture 2-3 motherfucking times, and y'all be giving niggas passes. That shit
But
ain't
he
cool.
okay. Now,
That
now
shit
can I
ain't
go or y'all
cool.
gonna let Doc talk for 5 minutes?
Okay,
No,
nice
no,
Polo.
Nah, you can go. You can
Like,
go.
yeah,
You
like,
can.
it's
what's
60
up?
seconds
But
on.
wait, because Katrina have her hand up too, so let her go ahead, Polo.
Nah, I'm fucking with you. Go ahead, Doc. My bad. My bad.
Polo,
Go ahead.
and Polo, you know you my nigga. Like this ain't even really energy for
Nah, I
you,
know, I know, I know.
but it's one of those things where it's like, nah, bro. I don't even know if you remember that battle rap house shit, but
No, I remember
he
that.
scammed a bunch of up and coming artists, and then the John shit is what it is. And that's shit that, like you said, we know it on a surface level, but John, it seemed like that shit ain't resolved. And I'm more mad about what he did to the up and coming battlers than what he did to John. So this nigga
No,
had
that up and
scam.
coming, you got 100% point on that. But
Yeah. So
Yo,
I,
can you
I
remind us
could,
of
you
that,
know what?
Doc?
I could actually leave that there. But then when
Hey,
we
Doc,
have
can you
people,
remind us of that? I don't remember that.
it's
I don't
it's
remember
in
that, bro.
Atlanta when he had through the.
so it was. Go ahead. You could tell him,
Nah,
Polo.
go ahead, Doc. Cook,
So
cook,
it
cook.
was
You
it was
cooking?
a whole thing where he was doing a house. He claimed all the battle rappers was going to be involved in shit. Up and coming battlers had to pay like 200 or something like that to be able to be on the show. It was like a fake ass Bags and Bodies before Bags and Bodies had existed. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
He took
Okay.
all this money from all these up and comers and then just took all the pages down, deleted. Now he's a sucker. I don't respect that nigga. Fuck that nigga. The
Now let me
fuck?
let me ask you a question, King Bow. When you did face off business,
Wait. Y'all gonna let Katrina say what she got to say?
I
I'm gonna
mean,
be.
go ahead, Tree.
I'm
My
gonna be.
fault.
It's all right. I'm gonna be quick. I was just gonna say, John did speak about a lot of the behind the scenes stuff in the spaces. He was honest about it. So when you keep saying Polo, like we don't know the behind the scenes. I mean, granted, we only know John's side, but I mean, then
Mm-mm.
So we didn't hear
hold on.
Cassidy's side in
No,
that interview.
Cassidy. Yeah,
Okay, I
Cassidy
didn't
did
Yes,
say
we
I
that.
didn't
did.
hear that interview, but I mean, I know if you know there was some money returned or something like that, the nigga would have spoke on it and he didn't. So I mean, you
Mm-hmm.
could say that, King Bao can't fuck with him at the end of the day, but who are you to really say that? Oh, because you don't like the way another
No,
nigga talk.
I did not say that. I
Polo.
said I did not say that. You got if you're gonna correct, you're gonna put words in my mouth. You gotta put the right ones. What I said is King Bow already did business with Cassidy. They did a face off. He
I
booked
heard
him
Yeah.
you, I
already.
heard you.
Cassidy showed up. He didn't run off on King Bow. So if I'm King Bow, I booked him already for a face off and paid him a lot of money. He didn't run off. Why would I not book him again?
So to answer your question, this is the way I look at it, right? Any nigga that I see with good intentions, King Bao, I think, may be a little overzealous and ambitious, but I know his intentions are pure. Versus somebody who's shown us on multiple occasions that he don't got pure intentions and don't mind doing shiesty shit to people that support and put money into the culture, I would encourage
Mm-hmm.
him not to work with him. And I don't give, and I wouldn't
I
give a fuck
agree.
if he was in here listening. Fuck him.
Now, King Bow,
I agree with that.
do you hold that same energy for anybody who has ran off with a
I
deposit?
swear.
Like
Listen,
I ain't
hey,
never heard this
hey,
energy,
hey, hey,
and
T
I
top, hey,
definitely
T
ain't
top, T top. So let me tell you,
never heard you this strong about it, my
this is
brother.
just from me personally. This is Doc talking. I swear on my daughter, anybody that play with other people's money and finesse people, it ain't 100. And I will have the same. It's not 100.
Hey, T Top. Hey, did you get paid from Create for You, T Top?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. So again, T Top got paid. He never battled on Create for You. And I never once publicly outed T Top. I never once publicly went after him at all because I respect T Top as an artist. But I wasn't necessarily happy that I saw that battle end up on fucking URL. I wasn't happy with
Who
that.
was he supposed to battle? Who was the battle? If you don't,
I was supposed to
if
battle
you.
the rules.
Oh,
Now, not
okay.
But that was
Yeah,
a
that was
whole
some
year and
change
some
later,
change
my
later
boy.
though.
It was a long time ago. It was
Right.
a long time
What
after.
does
It,
it
I was
matter
a
but
rookie.
how
it
long
wouldn't.
it
But to
was
be
if it was
fair, it
supposed
wouldn't
to?
matter.
Right. That's what I'm about to say. Does it matter how long after it was if the battle ideally was supposed to happen on his league? Does it matter?
So to me, it does. If you came through with one event, right, and then you just disappeared, your event went how it went, regardless of whether it's a scam or whether it was just poorly executed, whatever the reason is, your event was a flop. And then you disappeared. We didn't hear from you again. You didn't put together no another event. So are we supposed to let a battle hang in the balance with somebody we don't know if they ever coming back or
This
not? No,
this
the culture keeps
Not
moving.
I
necessarily,
I
but
get
how do
it
we
too,
know?
Hold up.
but
That wasn't the point of why
Not
I said that.
necessarily, but how do we know that? Like based off what he's saying, how do we know that part of the reason it being a flop was partially probably because certain battles didn't happen?
Bingo.
Well, that's 100%
So
part
of
of why
course,
it was a
if
flop. There
a
were
battle,
battles that
if
did
this is
not
my
happen.
first event and I'm already probably not the most respected in the culture, certain battles don't happen on my league. Of course, I'm going to be pissed if another platform picks them up like later on. I'm going to be pissed because that's partially the reason my event looked like a flop is because certain battles that would have made it a bigger event did not happen. That's fair. And a year later is not that like it ain't like it was 5, 10 years. Like you feel me? Like a year later isn't that much time. Like in
I
my
mean,
opinion.
Yeah, to me, in battle rap time, I feel like, especially during a time where we getting 5, 6 events every month, I feel like a year is that much time. I also feel like
super long
if your
time.
event didn't go the way it was supposed to go, and another league picks up that battle for whatever reason, then your issue, like I
The
don't know
point.
what you
I
want.
think
Like you know
so.
what I'm
Wait,
saying? That
hold on,
doesn't.
That's
hold on. The point of me bringing up paying T Top and paying Jeruz and the battle not happening is because we were just talking about whether or not I should pay Cassidy to do a battle with him. And the whole conversation that we were having is that I said I would fuck him up in a versus first. The only way I would do a battle with Cassidy at this point is if I did a 10 song verses with him, because that was what I told him at the face off. When we had the viral face off, I looked at him and I said, I'm about to drop an album. You're not going to be able to fuck with anything on the album, and then I will battle you. And he
yeah.
I'm
ran.
not mad at a versus. I thought we were
I'm
talking
mad
about
at a
battle rap.
versus.
Sense.
I'm not mad
Why
at
are
a
you mad at a
versus.
versus,
Nobody
Polo?
want to see
I'm not
that
mad at a
shit,
versus.
man.
This the thing. No, I don't want to brush.
Well, I didn't say
I
I
don't
was
want to
watching it.
brush past what was just said. So for context, we King Bow. We've been talking to him for a minute. A lot of y'all just came in here. We was asking him plenty of questions, which he was honest about with his first event from the outfit on down, right? So even in that regard, he was telling us a lot of it actually of the behind the scenes stuff with it being his first event with from filming to people trying to take down the stream while the stream was happening to just a lot of everything. So I don't agree with y'all when y'all say it was a scam or like a vulture. He gave us a little bit of his history. I didn't know that he even battled on Manslaughter Battle League before Minnesota. I didn't know he did a lot of the things. He did text audio battle leagues before and like he did a lot of things. So that's just for a little clarity and context because y'all did miss a lot of the conversation before y'all come here throwing y'all little funky ass 2 cents at him.
Well, I
I
never
mean, a
thought
lot
it
of
was
this
a
stuff he said
scam.
when I
So,
interviewed him.
Well, then
So,
I'm not saying
but
that to you, but Polo
no,
said
Bill
okay.
Collector.
no, not Polo, not Polo.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I
I just
meant
wanted to be
Bill,
clear.
but
I never thought it was a
well, I'm
scam.
not saying it to you. Then the
No, no, no.
boss.
I'm just saying.
Well,
I just
I'm
wanted to
just
make sure it
saying
was out there that
what.
I don't feel
Okay,
that
what
way.
I just
I'm
think it was a poorly
saying
thrown event. It wasn't a
is
scam.
for the comments that were made as a whole. So if you didn't make those specific comments, then that's to whoever made those specific comments. Is what I'm saying.
Also, Polo,
Yo,
that Sigma track that I played you, there's nothing that fucking Cassidy has that's fucking with any of that.
that diss track he just put out. I mean, I could fuck with that.
Well, T-Top, you owe King Bow a battle at the end of the day. So,
Don't do that. Don't start that shit.
so what we doing?
Let's not start that
That
conversation.
nigga T-Top funny, boy.
If we want to be real, I challenge anybody in battle rap to a 10-song versus. I think I smoke everyone.
I ain't gonna lie.
How much you putting on the
I don't keep it
floor?
fucking,
What's up,
King.
Top?
I'ma keep it.
I don't give
I
a
got bread
fuck.
on that. You can't fuck with me, King.
Oh
Yeah, the biggest
man.
kings, but I'm calling you my kind of king, King. You can't fuck with the dog.
Hey man, you could play a song right now, and I could play a song right now, and it wouldn't be fucking close.
I got 1,000 on T-Top right now. What we doing,
Let's
Bow?
do it. Let's do it. Let's do
What we
it.
doing, Bow?
I got
We can do
I got
500
it
on
right
1,000
top.
on the floor
now.
right now. What we doing?
All right, let's go. I'm fucking all about this. You have no idea. This is my shit. I will challenge anybody to this music shit. Let's go.
Oh,
Let's go. Top.
I like
Now,
that.
do you
Bow,
got
bow,
enough
bow.
songs to do this twice? Because I could get Abner in
I
here
mean,
too.
bring them all. I smoke everybody in battle rap when it comes to hit music. It's not fucking close.
Wait, so we gonna put a poll up?
Can I be?
Oh.
Wait, real quick. Can I be? After T Top beat you, can I just be a representative for Surf and play Surf music?
Yes. I love
Okay, cool.
Play
Let's
your
do that.
song, bro. Play your song, my brother. I'm ready.
Justice, play your
Hold on, let
song.
me get my money. Hold on, let me get my money.
T-Top, you playing yours, or do you need?
Wait, somebody, should we get metaverses in here for
Hey,
this?
so we're talking.
I'm about to say somebody get hoes.
What are we going off of? Because what do you want?
Now nigga wanna know the rules.
Yeah,
We
what's the
need the.
rules?
We can do it.
I'm
Would
trying
you
to
like
get the
a?
official
Now nigga
metaverse.
Everybody
Somebody get
be
hoes.
quiet. Goodness fucking gracious. Y'all will not come in here and disrupt our peaceful, nice, productive space we've been having. I don't know what's wrong with all of you. Just stop. Now we can talk one at a time. T-Top, King Bow, go ahead and establish y'all rules together. We will shut up.